Yo, what is good, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day, man. I wanted to get on here real quick, talk about a few different topics today. Man, welcome back. Number G takes. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. But man, for one, I want to get on here and talk about the U.S. versus Belgium game and the whole lead up to that. That right there was just one of the weirdest things. Everybody and their mama doing all that hoopla, Belgium being little crybabies, trying to put in a petition for the boy not to be able to play, all that good stuff. And just like I said, I had an opportunity to not play in my last video, but still got the opportunity to play. And then after all that whining and all that junk that they was doing on social media and the team doing, they go out there and get absolutely blown out 4-1. Like that's sad. That's a sad showing. And then everybody in their mama, oh, United States, they can make something happen. They could do this, they could do that. And then they go out there and look like that. So, you know, I know everybody is gonna say, "Oh, I mean, we growing, we getting better. Things is gonna be looking differently and stuff like that." Like, all right, cool. Like that's all handy and dandy. I'm glad to hear that. We are doing better as a collective, but I don't know to go out like that and then to a team that's not. I personally don't think they better than y'all. Then the goalie out there trying to kick the ball for whatever reason. Like I don't even know. Like I can't remember the play specifically, but I feel like he could have just let one of the defenders get the ball and do something with it. You bring your butt all the way out the goal, and then you do that mess. Like that's a bad look, real bad look, especially to go out like that. And then today, just to kind of keep it going with the World Cup stuff, you got France versus Spain. Spain whooped them boys 2-0. What did not expect that. But at the same time, you had one guy with a yellow card like 5 minutes into the game, 10 minutes into the game. So he's trying to play safe now. He's not being as aggressive as he was. I just feel like they, not that they didn't play their best. I feel like they definitely played their best, France. But it's like they kept putting themselves in tough situations where they had to be a lot more cautious than they had to have been. Um, as well as I just feel like, cause I feel like they had opportunities to score. I just think that they didn't capitalize on those opportunities, which is just sad. I think that a good majority of people at this point in time were rooting for France, and so now we really finna see what's gonna happen between the next game, which is England versus Argentina. That's gonna be a pretty good series. We'll see what happens. Um, Personally, I would rather England get the dub, even though I wouldn't be mad if um, Argentina won strictly because of Messi. But outside of that, I guess all the people that I would have been going for aren't in the World Cup anymore. So we'll see who ends up pulling that on out. Um, I also wanted to get on here and talk about the what is it? Summer League is going on right now with WNBA and not WNBA with the NBA. My fault. Um, man, a day Mora has been looking quite sketchy. Like, I thought he was gonna be like a steal of the draft, sneak pick of the draft. 7-4. Supposedly he's supposed to be the guy to stop Wemby and all that good stuff. He's been looking very lackluster or kind of confused. Like it's like he don't even know that he belongs on the basketball court. So I can't wait to see like his development, see where he goes from here. Because at this point, it's nothing but up. Hopefully, he develops into a guy that can really be able to showcase his skills later on. Yeah. Yaxel has been very, very good. I wonder how they're going to end up playing Draymond, Steph, Jimmy Butler, him. Uh, I don't know who they're going to put at the two, but I mean, that little combination that they have right there, I feel like that's pretty good for them to at least try and make a championship run. I don't know if they will. I think the only way that the Warriors could definitely make a championship run is if LeBron is on the team and he can kind of take away some of that load that Steph has to go out there and do make shake for him to be able to get off. I just think also that gives the Warriors another prime ball handler, so that Steph doesn't have to necessarily do it. Like I said, it's just how can we manage Steph's load? The reason why he got hurt last year is because he was doing so much. So somebody has to take that pressure off of him. As well as I just don't think with them being small ball the entire season, I just don't think that that's going to work. So I think getting back Quentin Post is going to be the best thing for them if they can make a trade for Anthony Davis, which I don't think Anthony Davis wants to play the five. I think he would rather play the four. So that's also the thing. It's like, does Anthony Davis really even want to be at Golden State? Because he's definitely going to end up having to play the five if he is there. Yep. But Darren Peterson, AJ DeBassa, Cameron Boozer, and Caleb Wilson. Those are gonna be the guys, man. AJ, I watched the two games that he played. He looks really good. I feel like with his size, he's gonna be another like Tracy McGrady type of player. Like brother got bounce. He gives effort on defense. Can shoot the rock. Got a nice little handle on him. I feel like he really does have a nice package. It's just how the fit with the Wizards is gonna be, and I just don't know how that is gonna look. You know what I mean? Um, I feel like Trae Young is gonna want to have the ball in his hands majority of the time, and AJ is gonna have to play off him and Anthony Davis because those are gonna be the two core guys for sure. And I just don't know where he kind of fits in with that. I know a lot of people keep saying, oh, he's going to be a rookie that's coming in averaging 20, 25. If he's not getting the ball when you have Anthony Davis and Trae Young on your team, which at the end of the day, I don't really see them like not going for their stats. Like Trae Young averaging 20 and 10, that's just not going to just go away over a year. You know what I mean? Anthony Davis can average a triple double on a regular basis. He needs the ball in his hand. I don't really see that going away at this point in time. And then honestly and truly, Alex Sarr, he has a pretty good game on him as well. So there's a lot of people that need to eat on that team. But I don't necessarily think that the Wizards are in a winning situation at this point in time. I think maybe like in a year and some change, then we could probably come back and have that conversation. But as of right now, I wouldn't really have them being in the playoffs. I think that they could possibly be a play-in team if the East is just that bad, where like everybody is beating up on each other, type of that bad. Um, Darren Peterson, out of all four teams, I think he is the one that is on the team that is ready to play playoffs basketball. And by ready to play, they just have a lot of pieces. You got Keontae and Laurie Marketing. They let Kessler go. So yeah, you probably need to figure something out at the 5 spot, but they have a 5, the guy from Duke. I'm drawing a blank on his name, but they have him. And I think that he could play the 5 as well. He showed flashes in the summer league the past 2 years or last year that he was going to be really good. I just think that he just needs more opportunity, which is good for him. And they have Jared Jackson, Jaren Jackson. I forgot about him. So I feel like if they can have all those guys on the floor at the same time, you got Keontae at the 1, Darren Peterson at the 2, probably Laurie at the 3, have Triple J at the 4, and then they can kind of figure out the 5 position between Triple J and somebody else. That's a nasty lineup. That really is. And I feel like they can put up some points. Honestly and truly, I know that, things are coming out. Darren Peterson wants to be a point guard, this and that third. Well, you ain't been a point guard on this team. They have their point guard. And he like that. He is like that. So he's gonna have to be more Kobe-esque. And I know that's probably not what he wants to be, but at the end of the day, you know, Kobe, yeah, at times had the ball in his hand, but he had a good point guard to bring out the ball to him a lot of times. A lot of times. When they won, they had a really good point guard on their team, and Kobe won the main ball handler. And I'm not saying that at some point he can't be the main ball handler, but he probably just won't be the main ball handler on this team. And or if he is, it's more like a 1-2 punch. You know what I'm saying? Larry Marketing, he don't necessarily need the ball in his hand because he more of a catch and shoot, but he can give you a little in his game too. Jaren Jackson can back you down, but that's more like a ball handler, ball handler, ball handler. I give it to Jaren once he posts up and let him work. That's a little different. So yeah, I think that the Jazz are just overall just a better team, and I'm not saying that the Wizards can't win now. I definitely feel like they can. It's just, can those guys stay healthy? It's not even about how good they are. It's about how many games can you get out of those guys. With Jazz, you're not really worrying about how many games can you get out of those guys because a lot of the time they were low management. So they should be primed and ready to go this year. Um, the Grizzlies, they in full rebuild, but at the same time, Karen Boozer is a great piece to have when it comes down to building the system. You got Cedric from last year. I think they did okay in the trades or pickups for this year, even though I know they haven't picked up anybody probably top tier. I just feel like they have at least done something in the draft. And if they're not doing anything in free agency, they're trying to get as many draft picks as they possibly can to build around their future star, which is really good. But he has been looking really good in the summer league. Honestly, I wouldn't have been mad if the Bulls had got him or Caleb Wilson. I just feel like those two guys are going to be like stable pieces for years to come. The other, like AJ and Darryn, I feel like they're more high risk, high reward. And AJ, not AJ, and Cameron and Caleb are the more like ready to go type of deal, or you know what you're gonna get, and if you surprised by something else, which Caleb was very surprising, dropping 7 threes in one game. Like, who would have thought that this brother would have been shooting threes like that? Not saying that he hadn't done it before, because he definitely has. If you watch his high school tape, he's a really good player. At one point in time, I believe he was number one in his class until like later on, and then it became AJ and Darryn, and Boozer went up. But at one point in time, Caleb was the guy in the country. And yeah, But back to Cameron, I just think that his skill set just kind of translates to the NBA very well. He's a smart kid. I think that that's probably going to be his biggest strength is him knowing everything on the court, knowing where everybody is on the court, trying to make good passes, getting his teammates involved, and just figuring out how to get his own bucket. So, and they show you that they have a way to be able to do that. So, can't wait to see what the Grizzlies do with him. But Caleb Wilson, I think that brother gonna win Rookie of the Year. And the only reason why I say that is because you know all the other guys are yes dynamic, but that brother just brings a different type of tenacity that I like a lot more. Like with the threes, I wasn't expecting him to drop no 7 threes, but he drops 7 out of 11 threes. That right there is dedication, showing you that he can do, what everybody's saying that he can't do. Now he might have came back the next game, only had 3 threes. Okay, cool. I ain't asking you to drop 5 threes a game. But if you can give me three, and come out 10 for 15, 10 for 20, going 50% on a regular consistent basis, I'll take that any day. Any day. Man, that brother's dunk was crazy. Crazy. And I mean, he barely grasped the rail. I'm talking about he really threw that thing down. Like, didn't Shaq do that junk? Or was it Dwight? I can't remember off the top of my head, but it was one of them two. And that's what he reminded me of when he hit that dunk. Cause like, boy, people say that he like 5'9". No, that brother like 5'10", 5'9", 6'9". Nah, he like 6'10", 6'11". That brother is tall. And I mean, got some bounce on him. He jumped over that dude and banged on his head. That was some nasty work right there. I personally can't wait to see what he does. I feel like we won the lottery to an extent because we got the best defensive player. We got a kid that's athletic. He ain't afraid of the spotlight. And his biggest thing that really kind of get me when it come down to him is, he just want to win. Like, they go out there, they lose by like 10. Mind you, I think he had like 35 or something like that. I don't care about the points. I went out there, I wanted to show my skills, this and the third, show that I belong here. But, what I care about is the win. Like, that is what I like to hear, man. That's what I like to hear. Like, yeah, he worried about the stats to an extent because even though he's saying that, I know he is because he definitely want to prove himself to be the best out of this class. But he wants to win. He's hungry. And I think him and Modest, they're going to be a nice little combination for the years to come. Can't wait to see what they end up doing together. And yeah, man, see red. I think this is a nice start to where we're trying to get to. Swain, I like Swain. Cameron Carr has been hooping, and that's who I wanted. But what I will say is Swain just looks like he's gonna be more of a defensive player, and that's cool. I like the way that he plays. He gets downhill. I just need for him to kind of figure out a jump shot at some point because I just know that that's going to be the hindrance of our team is that can nobody shoot the three. Nobody. So him, Modest, Caleb, we're going to need that three to kind of develop within the next couple years. Modest did a pretty good job last year with getting his threes up and making them. So, it is something that you can see in those guys that they can do it. It's just they need the repetition. So as long as they're able to, be willing to work and get better, I feel like the sky's the limit for those guys. And getting Norman Powell was a great pickup for them. I think he's a good veteran that's going to be able to show them the ropes and kind of really help them out in that area. Yep. But I appreciate y'all. That's all for today. We got the, Summer League and we got the World Cup. Next time we probably get on here, we'll probably be either talking about either football, baseball. We coming back in with the football, going out with the baseball, and then summer league is about to be out as well. They might got a couple games, so I might got something to talk about at that point. But yeah, man, I just wasn't expecting the World Cup to end up like this. But y'all let me know what y'all think, who y'all think gonna win the World Cup this year. And yeah, if you are a Jazz fan, a Wizards fan, a Grizzlies fan, or a Bulls fan, how do y'all feel about y'all first round draft picks? I'll holla at y'all. Number G takes. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.